What is this? What are you looking at?
I found something. I don't even know. Look at this email chain.
That doesn't make sense.
Exactly. None of it makes sense, but it looks official. It looks like someone actually did some work.
But nobody did the work.
Nobody did the work!
The algorithm's flawless, the data streams flow. It builds a tall structure with nowhere to go. We're maximizing nothing, watch the paper grow.
We're about to watch Bear discover something that looks helpful. It's not, though. It's AI-generated garbage, disguised as work. And here's the thing, it isn't saving time. It's actually stealing time. Because now Bear has to figure out what's wrong, verify what's even real, and basically redo everything. Let's watch Bear realize this.
Bear, we've got, let's see. So this article I thought was kind of neat because, these people are taking breaks earlier and expecting more of their employees, which I think is great. That's healthy. I'm excited for Gen Z. Very excited. It might look like a loyalty issue on the surface, which is talking about taking breaks and expecting a career path, which, you should. Gen Z are ambitious and want to grow within an organization, but when that pathway isn't visible, they move on, which that's fair. That's fair. They're very mobile. If that sense of progression isn't there, they'll rotate, cut their losses, and move on. It's almost a paradox. They're the most future-focused generation, but almost the most transient because their ambitions aren't being met. Look, this young man took 2 months from his corporate role to travel Europe. As a chance to rest. Yeah, that's great. What do they call it? Like early retirement, but then you're doing it often. I feel like, I'm a fan of that. I could feel myself just getting a bit tired. I realized that I wanted to take some time to explore and to have adventures. Yes. So that's fine. Globally, Gen Z has the highest job turnover rate of any generation. One of the lessons I learned from my last trip was the thing that gives you true fulfillment are the things that money can't buy. Spending time with friends and family and putting the time into things that matter. For me, that was really important. Yeah. Sure. It's misguided to think that this generation doesn't value loyalty. They do, but they define it differently. Okay. Make career paths clear, link training and AI skills to real progressions. See that? Yeah. And be creative about how people like to work. Yes. Great. Flexibility doesn't just mean working from home. Gen Z actually value collaboration. It's about balance, being able to adjust start and finish times or shape work around life, not the other way around. I think my generation is a lot more present in understanding their thoughts and feelings and taking time to enjoy and experience life. Redefining success. Gen Z in Australia are not disengaged. They are driven. They want growth, purpose, and flexibility, and they're willing to move quickly to find it. Mr. Sama. That's right. It's not about rejecting hard work. It's about working smarter with intention. Yes. Okay. Well, I do think, if he's got a corporate job, it probably means he's very smart and...
Bear, I just got this report for the team.
Why won't this template just fit the scene? I've wasted hours. What does this mean?
What's in it? I have no idea. Statistics, maybe? Analysis of something? It looks complete, but I can't tell if any of it's, real,
Let me check the sources.
Yeah, can you?
It looks all wrong. Guess I'll start again.
No, they're all fake.
So, you're gonna go ahead and rebuild this from scratch, yeah?
Yeah, we rebuild from scratch.
Humanoid robots, which I thought was kind of cool. Okay, this isn't like a push to scare. Humanoid robots will take over factory jobs within 5 years. It was more like, let's consider what's the next phase of this, okay? CEO predicts that household humanoid robots will form an even larger future market due to high performance demands. That sounds exciting. I would really like a house robot. I don't know about the dog. I don't know what that's for, but yeah, we'll see. Xiaomi CEO Lei Zhan has offered one of his strongest predictions. Okay, let's see. I want to see, what are the robots doing? Lee highlighted the electric vehicle plant run by the tech giant as a clear sign of transformation and progress. Large die-cast car parts will usually require slow manual inspection, which leads to mistakes. Blah, 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 blah. Robots set to enter Xiaomi's factories. These robots will handle tasks now performed by workers, especially repetitive or precision-intensive steps that benefit most from automation. Nice. I mean, nice as in, let's get the people also, keep people working. And this is only the first step. He expects domestic robots for households to become an even larger market. Yes. I want a laundry doing, dishwashing, kitchen sweeping, counter dusting house robot. That would be awesome. These home systems will require higher performance and face far more complex everyday activities in factory units. That makes sense because all of our houses look different. The firm already has experience in robotics. Its Cyber One humanoid robot appeared in 2022 as a technology demo. Since then, it has expanded to engineering teams working on AI research, robotics development, and smart systems for its electronic vehicles. they see robots as a part of the future product strategy, and I want to check that out. Engineering push behind smart factories. Read the whole thing. Let's see if I can find something exciting. He urged the city to avoid older methods that depend on low-cost labor. Instead, he encouraged investment in next-generation systems that use automation and digital tools. Oh, okay. He said smart production is a key to Beijing securing long-term leadership in modern industry. Okay, I know that was kind of a bummer, but we've got a something at the end here that talks about the fastest-growing industries.
Bear, I'm gonna need you to polish this up real quick. It just needs a little shine, a little cleanup.
What's it missing?
Another page, another lie. This octopus is watching me. The clock is melting, I can't see. The truth is just a fantasy.
Nothing, just, give it a little shine.
This isn't polished. This is like rebuilding. This doesn't say anything.
And that's when Bear realized.
Betrayed by the data, exhausted and sore. Now I have to verify everything forevermore.
These lobsters, he sacrificed these lobsters for science. Did you at least say a prayer before they went, before they gave us their shells? I don't know. Move over, biomimicry. Bio-derived robotic hand uses lobster shells for fingers. That's kind of cool. Look at this. It's like, you can see it grabs. It's real grabby. Well, I guess that's the point. If you're going to kill animals with food, don't waste their parts. Use everything snout to tail, not just bones for glue or stomachs for drink bags. Either get creative. Futurama's Bender has had his hands amputated. He could improvise replacements after a single trip to Red Lobster. Look at this. Object grasping with tendon-driven exoskeleton gripper. Why not? Look at that. That's pretty strong, it seems. It's cherry. That tomato looked heavy, though. Wood? That looks pretty heavy. Wow. That's a good grip. What is this? Root 1, boom. And then this is a rounder grip, I think, it looks like. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a smaller grip, and this is more... Oh, that's interesting. Wow, okay. And why not? Crustacean shells are strong, flexible, renewably sourced, and so beautiful that designers at Apple should take notes. Don't tell me what to think. Stop. That's why the new Lobster Tail Divine is so innovative. The Experiment Gripper from Computational Robot Design and Fabrication Lab create. It's cute. At the School of Engineering in Switzerland. French. Uses a pair of lobster tails as twin fingers. Dead matter, living machines. Repurposing crustacean's abdomen exoskeleton for biohybrid robots. That's kind of cool. Exoskeletons combine mineralized shells with joint membranes. They offer a balance of rigidity and flexibility that allows their segments to move independently. These features enable crustaceans' rapid, high-torque movements in water, but they can also be very useful for robotics. And by repurposing food waste, we propose a sustainable cyclic design process in which materials can be recycled and adapted for new tasks. Look at this. This is the first time scientists use parts from dead animals for mech hands. Okay. New Atlas reported on spider-based necrobotic grippers from Texas Rice University, which make great utensils for eating rice. Oh, how did they do that? I kind of want to see, but I'm creeped out. Let's do it together. It's going to show us the grippy. It's like a spider hug. Let's see. What the heck? Oh, huh. What? They crinkle up. Oh, this is so creepy. Oh, bless you, spider. Necrobotic. Dead objects. So is that air? They're pumping it with air? Ew. Oh, so creepy. Look at this. What is that? Waste streams. Look at that. It's like a claw machine. Ew, creepy, amazing, creepy, interesting. I just feel bad for this. Thank you, Spider, for your contribution. Just feels a little weird, you know? Like that spider used to be somebody. I mean, a spider, but somebody.
Bear found work in the system. Looks done, not done.
So many screens, so many words, I'm drowning in the noise. Is this my life now?
Archaeologists found 115-year-old human footprints. I didn't read this one. I just thought it looked kind of cool. Like, why? Where are people? They're not supposed to be. Why? Who said they weren't supposed to be? What? Fossilized footprints in Saudi Arabia show human traffic on the cusp of subsequent ice age. Blah, 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 blah. Surrounded by animals but not hunted. Animals indicating humans were just thirsty. Okay. Uniquely preserved prehistoric mud hole could have been the oldest ever human footprints on the Arabian Peninsula. 7 footprints found amidst a clutter of hundreds of prehistoric animal prints. Why is this so cool, though? Ooh, look at this. An entire armored Nodosaur. Let's see. Don't mind if I do. Wait, can I look at it, though? Look at that. I am not going to unlock access right now, but we all got to see it briefly. In that paper, scientists actually examined why the ancient mud was so special at all. Why? That means a special tiny batch of preserved footprints were made in a unique conditions that also form kind of a fingerprint for pinning them all to the same time frame. Homo sapiens were the only upright humanoid primate in the cave. Writing this is amazing. But the evidence the scientists say suggests we were the ones traipsing through the dry land. What is this word? What does it mean? Traipsing. To walk or tramp about. Traipse? Traipse. Oh, cute. I just learned a word. We just learned a word. Everybody. The lake that forms Al-Athar today was likely part of a prehistoric highway that drew all the large animals of the area, forming a corridor dotted by freshwater rest areas that living things could travel on as they migrated with the weather or changing climate. All right. Oh, that looks kind of neat. Ooh, cave drawings. The lack of archaeological evidence suggests that the Al-Athar lake was only briefly visited by people. Okay, I mean, that's pretty neat. So some of the cool things. 6,000-year-old humans whose relatives should exist today. They don't. How do you know? How do you know? Is everybody in a database? I don't know about this. Ooh, look at that. Hidden treasure. These guys put all their gold in the ground that they could have used while they were alive, and then it's just there, and no one ever got to use it. Sad. Oh, this 2000 terrifies his daughter. Why is it haunted? I'm not gonna watch that. Okay. 6,000. It's kind of, oh, that's short. I just can't do all these videos. What did they do to clean their mouths? God, they're getting me with all this clickbait. Holy macaroni. Urine? Ugh. Okay, they may not have used urine for oral hygiene. They were remarkably innovative. Yeah. Urea breaks down into ammonia, a powerful cleaning agent. All right. Workers would dilute the stale urine with water in a large vat, then agitate the clothes with their feet, similar to how modern washing machines functions. Just okay, and then you let's carry on. I don't want to think that. Archaeologists in France dig up a jar packed with tens of thousands of 1,800-year-old Roman coins. Archaeologists in northeast France uncovered an ancient neighborhood beneath the town of Sinon, where they found 3 ceramic jars filled with Roman coins. The hoard is huge, numbering at least 25,000 bronze and copper coins from 3rd century CE. The discovery made during routine excavation offers new insight into how people in the late Roman Empire stored and managed their money. Look, I wonder how many like vacations you could have gone on. Could have like, gone on a little nice boat trip. Had a nice, I was gonna say seance, that's not the word. Was it meal feast? Wow, that looks really cool. The floor of a hypocaust, an ancient Roman heating system made of reused tiles, surmounting an abandoned cellar, which illustrates the configurations of the district during late antiquity. Okay, not sure how big that is. Mystery of the hidden coins.
The easy fix you promised me became my workload endlessly.
Boom! Genetic variability supports plant survival during droughts. We love plants. I love plants. They're great. Top researchers found on mustard cress, which grows across Europe. Blah, 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 blah. What is it? What'd you find? Using large-scale genome sequencing, specific genetic variants can be linked to the plant's ability to survive longer. I was shocked to touch the soil of the pots of plants, finding it completely dry and brittle, while the plant survived in rich green leaves. Really? Okay, I mean, SciTech Daily, I don't know, this article, just, 15,947 drones, China's latest swarm. Okay, I only got this because I thought this looked really cool, and then I was like, oh, defense questions, so let's see. What is so interesting about this? Technology behind the spectacle. 80 drones, each requiring manual activation by engineers like farmers planting rice seedlings. 50 countries, 40 million annual revenue. Because I'm like, is it like drone? What? Sorry, swarm technology. Swarm technology. All right, I'm gonna open that, but here's another one. Okay, I'm hoping to take away from this doom of that first article. We're just saying humanoid robots gonna take over people's jobs, but like, what jobs are we gonna take over? That's what I want to know. All right. Wind turbine service technicians. That sounds scary. 62,000. I feel like that doesn't sound like that much for how high of heights you have to go into. Gosh. 50K solar voltaic nurse practitioner 129,000, data scientist 112, information security analyst 124. That's pretty cool. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more of that, obviously, with the technology. Medical and health services managers. I saw like a medical and health lab position that was also pretty high. Physical therapist assistants. Actuaries. I don't know what that means. I feel like I've heard that word before. Actuaries use mathematics, statistics, and financial theory to analyze economic costs and risk of uncertainty. Okay. Operations research analyst. Not bad. Physician's assistant. That's a lot. That's quite a bit of school. It's like 6 years. Psychiatric technicians. I don't know if that's 42. Computer and information research scientist. Yes. Valid. Occupational therapy assistants. Financial examiners. Nice. 105 health specialties teachers. Interesting. Yeah, so there you go. That's it for Bear. I've got to get going. Bear and I didn't really have we did a musical and I just oh my gosh, I said all of them. Come on. All right. All right, that's good.